Hello and welcome. My name is Annie Capel, and this evening we're going to talk about psychic minds, ghosts. Ghosts walk this earth, some good, some bad. There are those of us who sense their presence or see them as whole beings, or perhaps spectres of what they once were, or what they choose us to perceive them as. Some ghosts haunt places, others haunt people. The longer they remain stuck between worlds, the more knowledge they gain on how to manipulate matter. Manipulating matter can be in the form of creating an apparition of themselves, perhaps taking on many forms in a matter of minutes, or moving objects, large or small. And some ghosts will talk to you. Others will yell at you and throw objects. Some are playful animals. Others are frightening. A few ghosts can be downright menacing, and a very small number will cause death or deaths. So what are ghosts? Ghosts are energy without beginning or end. They were once living beings like people, plants, animals, birds, etc., who have died and did not go to heaven. Finding themselves stuck between worlds, watching other souls go to heaven, be born again, live life until death, and return to heaven is very hard. So why do ghosts exist, and why didn't they go to heaven? Ghosts exist as they are a soul that no longer has a beginning nor end, stuck in our world without physical bodies, unable to feel the human touch, unable to eat, communicate freely as we do, as it takes a lot of energy to do even the simplest of tasks that we the living take for granted. No longer able to share in the lives of those that mattered, sad that they don't even know you're there. There are a number of reasons why they didn't go to heaven. The soul requires energy to leave the body and travel to the souls waiting to take them to heaven. Yes, you do get met by people as you knew them, or perhaps your guardian who has walked with you all your life. They will take you by the hand and lead you to heaven. Sometimes there is only enough energy for the soul to leave the body, and it must wait until it has accumulated sufficient energy to travel onwards. By that time, it could be too late, and the doorway to heaven has closed. Some souls in the transition between life and death have not realized they have died and linger too long. Some souls are frightened by the light as it shines very bright and do run away. Others are just too angry to go to the light, furious that they had died, certain that it was way before their time, angry that they didn't get the chance to finish what they believed needed done. Some souls will remain if they believe that someone who is important to them is in grave danger, and will do their best to protect them. And sometimes those who have met with a violent death via another's hand will stay to thwart the killer's endeavours and their eventual capture or demise. Most ghosts want the doorway to heaven to open, and so will go looking for the light. Now, some buildings shine brightly, attracting ghosts to them. It's important to know that not all hauntings are caused by ghosts who have died in the building or on the land. Some ghosts just happen along, perhaps hoping the light will take them to heaven. Others realise that it's just not the right light, but live there anyway, perhaps memories of their own home. Like the 18th century gentleman who had been run over by a carriage and died, having not gone to heaven, over time wanted familiar. He had lived in a 2-story house when alive. Now he lives in a 2-story office building. To people, it's an office. Walk close to him and you can see his old home he has created out of energy. Some people shine brightly and ghosts are attracted to them. They will look at them for a while and move on if they realise that they are not the light they are seeking. Perhaps that person is psychic enough to sense them, see them or hear them. It can be scary, overwhelming, depending on how many you see or perhaps what they do. So, how do you see ghosts? Ghosts are seen by the third eye as energy. The third eye translates that energy into data and gives it substance, allowing us to see them. Souls carry mind with them, so the third eye of a ghost's mind, having adapted to the lack of a physical body, has learnt how to use parts of the mind we as people barely tap into. As adults, a lot of us have lost the ability to see ghosts, but a few children using both sides of the brain do see ghosts. What not to do when your child sees ghosts? Under no circumstances lock your child outside. That is the worst mind damage you could do to a psychic child at that age. And also, you have people predators out there in the dark who have been watching the nightly pattern of your household. Then you have the bogeyman plus in the spiritual realm lurking in every dark place for an inexperienced psychic child to harm. So, what do you do if your child sees a ghost or sees ghosts? Keep calm and ask your child questions. How many ghosts are there? Do they talk to you? If the ghosts are talking to your child, what are they saying? These questions are important so that you can establish how psychic your child is. You might be lucky and have a psychic sender on your hands. For me, my bedroom was so full of ghosts I didn't even know how they all fitted in my room. They asked the door to open the door and send them to heaven. As a small child, I had no idea what they were talking about. Now make certain your child's bedroom has very little clutter in it. Clutter are very good hiding places for ghosts. Now this next step concerns pointing your finger and commanding the words "piss off." I know most parents don't like their children cussing, but the words "piss off" people and children can command with ease, as they need to command the ghost to go. Saying "leave" these days just doesn't cut it. Know also that heaven has accepted the words "piss off." Surprised many years ago that the words were commanded in this fashion, happy that so many souls entered heaven at one given time. Heaven sent thank yous. My room filled up with the smell of flowers. Perhaps your child's room will too. Now, make your child use both hands. Point your fingers at the ghosts and say the words "piss off" with authority. Have your child practice with you a couple of times. If your child is a sender, what happens is a bright light, like a laser beam, emits from the finger or fingers. When the light makes contact with the ghost, it disappears. The words "piss off" will command the ghost to leave. In other words, your child has psychically taken them by the hand, opened the doorway to the eternal light, who then takes them to heaven. Make certain you were right there doing it with them. If your child's fingers work, and only theirs, then tell them to carry on with the good work, and you will come back shortly to see how they are going. If their fingers don't work and yours do, then you both stay there cleaning and clearing out the room as your child sees what you don't. Now, if none of this works, visit my website. It's www.mybird.com. That's www.mybird.com, and send Annie an email, subject heading "ghosts", and I will help you. I do hope videos are of great help to you. So thank you all very much, and you have a lovely evening. Thank you. Bye bye.